guys, I'm on-call nurse today for weekends and I'm coming from Hollister. I just finished my visit here and on my way to San Jose right now. Okay, so I have to fix this thing. So I stopped by here at Garlic Shop and I am on my way to San Jose. Oops. Oh man, I have to fix the camera. So it's a long drive today from San Jose, going back, going to Hollister, then Hollister to San Jose, and well, at least it's not nighttime. So hi everyone. So today I'm working as an on-call nurse, and so the thing with being an on-call is you have to, wherever the call is, you have to go there and take care of the needs of the patient. And so last night was kind of tough because I have to go out. I have to come. Actually, I started like 11 and then I'm not home until 2 a.m. So that was, you know, and driving nighttime, it's not really my thing because it's just hard. And also, like, you go to unfamiliar roads. So I don't mind driving long drive. I mean, I don't mind driving long distances as long as it's daytime. So I just want to share with you guys my well, not new. I started with this job as a hospice nurse. You know, some skills to have some skills and to develop my skills also in nursing. And so far I learned a lot, and it really opened my eyes to different opportunities out there. Um, like in the field of hospice, and but honestly, like when I started, I used to work in with hospice before too, but when I was a caregiver, I used to be, doing caregiving for person who are or patients who are on hospice. But this one really is, working as a nurse for them. So um, one thing I learned, and um, when someone passes away, you have to, proclaim, and you have to call the mortuary like that. So the thing with that is, it's just make me kind of like connected to my core, like when you see death all around, or when you see someone pass away, and it just makes you humble. It makes you really humble to appreciate what you have, to just enjoy the life that you are given, because just any life will be just taken away from you, you know, and it's just sad. And um, it's, of course, like, it's so, for families who are left behind. So that is where you can see the pain, the tears, and um, so being with hospice, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the experiences and the things that I learned. So I got this job I think it's really a blessing from the Lord too, because I was working as I was taking a caregiver job on the side, for extra income, and then but this company, they have a hospice company as well, and um, so happened that the nurse will be on break, not vacation, but just, oh yeah, so it's a leave. Okay, so in the end, the daughter, like, said that she relayed a message to me that the family really did appreciate um, what I did, and so, but I would say that this has a divine intervention, because I was praying to God for a break. I was praying to God for another job that would allow me to take care of, like, additional income, and also like to more about yourself and about the things that you can do that would kind of like prosper you in a way, right? So, so I was offered to become a hospice nurse, and it's really, there's pros and cons to it, um, but the joy of really, if you have really a heart, for the client, for the patient, because it's not easy. So um, the responsibilities are so huge in a way, because a lot of people will think that, oh, you're just gonna like visit and take vital signs like that, but it's not, like that. As a hospice nurse, you involve with the family, you have to know the diagnosis, you have to understand, like, what type of case this one is, and you have to be knowledgeable. So honestly, like, you know just because you are called a nurse, it doesn't mean that you know everything. Like, um, when I have a new patient, for example, you have to read, of course, like, what is this diagnosis, to kind of like understand signs and symptoms, and also, like, as for me, um, I would go to YouTube to listen, and to study, to to kind of to understand, like, oh, okay, this is the diagnosis. No wonder why she would have these symptoms. And so you kind of like understand your patient, and when the family asks you, you have a broad understanding instead of just standing there and like not knowing, because of course like family will look at you as one of the source of explaining like why their mom having these symptoms right now and things like that. So like for example, like yeah, so that one you really have to know, and you have to self study, and you have to be really open minded too. And so that one you have to deal with that. You have to call medications. You have to do refills. You have to coordinate to the doctor, for change of condition and medication changes, and what else, like managing signs and symptoms. And so it's not just and I'm just really grateful, like that I have these experiences. And so I've been a caregiver for a long time, and I would say that those little experiences that I have, so those little experiences that I have over the years that I am working as a caregiver, I was wondering before, like, why am I learning all these things with different clients? And true enough, when I became a nurse, it is really. Sorry guys, I have to pull over a little bit. Okay. All right. So yeah. So every little experience that I over the years, and when I became a nurse, I was able to tap those learnings and stuff. But going back to hospice, so it's a lot of responsibilities, and along the way, you will be able to meet nice people, all kinds of personalities, you know, and you have to. And one of the most challenging thing is really working with people, because of course, like, we have different beliefs, we have different just personalities, and you want to really be able to work in a manner that is healthy for you, that is healthy for everyone to function well. And so yep, so that's one of the challenges too. So you have to be able to build relationship around you. And but most of all, that you have to really be careful in dealing with the patient, because it involves your license. And if you are not careful, or if you are not um, taking it, if you're taking your job lightly as a nurse, that can bring you a lot of trouble in a way. For me, like, it's just it's a lot of things, and I'm rethinking if I'm gonna, you know, and also it's a lot of driving, because you're going to different places. So you're going to different places, and um, yeah, so you really have to have the heart for it, and you have to make sure that this is really the field of nursing that you will do. Because for me, like, you have to really find your, um, you really have to choose the things that makes you happy, and the things that you like doing, the things that you like doing, because in healthcare, it's actually also giving a part of yourself, like your heart, because it involves taking care of person. So and for me, like, having a relationship is the most one of the most complicated things out there, I think. And so you really have to know if this is really, and ask yourself, is this really my passion? Is this really what I wanted to do? Is this really the field of nursing that I wanted to go for? And um, so there's a lot of things I like about this, but um, the driving and the stuff like that. So really rethinking. So I'm supposed to cover for the nurse that are on leave until, I think, April. So I'm trying to just do the best that I can and represent the as best as I can. I know I'm not perfect. I'm still learning, and I'm just really trying to be careful, that I could represent the company well, as smartly as possible. And I'm just so glad that I met a lot of wonderful nurses out there, in this job. And as I've said, like, you just really have to know if this is your passion, but really to care for people that are, I think it's a calling, because it's not easy. I just respect a lot of, like, I respect people who are in the healthcare business, like healthcare, you know healthcare, the healthcare team. And caregivers are the ones who are really doing the most hardest, because it takes, most especially if your client has behaviors, you have to really deal with that too. So that's why I said caregiving, it has to be your calling. It really has to be your calling, because it's not easy. And being a nurse, it demands a lot from you, mentally, physically, and so you just have to really know if this is really for you. But there's a lot of learning opportunities in this field. And I was even thinking of pursuing into RN, but it's just so expensive, and working and going to school is not easy. I've been there, and it's just you're working nighttime and you're going to school daytime, and sometimes you would really have tears in your eyes, like, because your days will be so tough, and lack of sleep, things like that. And, so, but it's compensation wise, it's really worth it. But it's not a job. But if your motivation is just really for, on the compensation side, it's gonna be tough, because you have to really have the heart for this kind of. You have to have the heart for this kind of um, job. So it has to be your passion for helping. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. And I was just thinking of doing, this live video that I just want to share with you, because I haven't really had the time to upload videos or traveling, because also COVID is rising, and with working, two jobs in a, it's tough. But I'm just trying to really cover for her and doing my best. And but I really appreciate so far all the learnings that I'm able to um, encounter along the way. And I know that I will be forever grateful with the opportunity I was given. And so, thank you so much, guys. And I hope that you will share my um, my YouTube channel. And I wish I could really share a lot of videos, especially in nursing, that I could share Now I've been wanting to really do the vitals and stuff like that, but I just really don't have the time right now. And with the new job and with the new demands, I'm trying to learn and catch up with everything. It's just too impossible for me um, to do videos, and because it takes time to make a video. All right, guys. So I'm almost home, and I'm just glad that traffic is very light because it's Saturday. So, okay, bye for now, guys. Good thing I have my click, so I don't have to touch my phone. So I just click, click. All right, so I'm almost on my exit. I'm here in San Jose, so I'm just waiting for another call. So that's the thing when you're an on call, you know, the office will receive the call and then they're gonna. I am assigned in the field, so I will be the one to go and assess the patient.